Alright, we're back. It's annoying how I had to do it on part 1, but I'll try again. Hopefully without it being silly. I mean, past few days has been horrible. I think since Thursday. So ever since I tried to set up OBS, I don't know if it's screwed up connection overall, or if it is literally just being quite bad. But anyway, let's carry on.
But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
You saved my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero. Not far to the top now. Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Come on, let's get a move on.
From here there isn't much. I will actually be coming back here later, or like much later, because when you've got all 3 separate sections of the game, you come back to some towns and they do have more quests. But anyway. Also we've got a slippery climb, like the Crash Bandicoot climb. The gem is over there. Sweet last time. She just walks here, so she just why not. She's not going to be a playable character, you probably can guess. She's just here to start off the game, and I guess, you know, be like the main character's childhood best friend. Very lovely. Anyway, here we go.
Here we are. It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view. Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh? What was that?
It's an eagle. So now he's going to learn the truth about who he is.
We're alive. But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen. Look! The mark on your hand. Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later. All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home, lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all Erdrare.
So Erdrare is the name of the
Blessed
world?
are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore.
Don't run when the sun shines. Don't run
Wow! Look! It just goes on and on and on. Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is.
It's a big world.
Well, that's it. It's all over and now we're grown-ups. Should we head down and tell Grandad and everyone? They'll all be waiting for us at the bottom.
Phantom and Gemma make their way back to the bottom of the pool. We'll just do that bit for you. When the lightning struck the tour, I must confess that I feared for your safety, but it seemed that you escaped unharmed. Surely we must give thanks to the spirit of the land who watches over us. Here we go, we're going to get a big story chunk now.
We're back safe and sound, Grandad.
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that. When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you. Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece. Well, there's no doubt about it, the spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
Oh, it was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You're true cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, you know. Now, you're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there. Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
Come on, you. Home time.
There we go. So overall there are 8 main characters. Now in the first of the 3 parts you don't even get one of the characters. The only 8. Awarded for ascending to the top of Cobblestone Tour and completing the ceremony that signifies the onset of adulthood. If we look here, there are no quests yet, but you know, it's fine. Oh yeah, I can't do any of that yet, I need to report back. I believe there's going to be 1 or 2 side quests. It's going to be here. I just have to get onto the roof of the house and that's it. And as well, I'll check the map in a minute to show you something. You may have saw a red symbol on the map. Now, the red symbols require a certain key. There's 2 separate keys you get, one that opens steel doors and one that opens red doors. And the red door will be able to be opened, well, not yet, much later on, yeah. Copper ore. So there is also the opportunity to craft weapons and items and stuff in the forge, but that won't be yet anyway, look at that. He's made a bloody stone stuff, being able to do that. I think that's to show you exactly where you need to go. Here we go.
Oh! Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tor, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along.
There we go. Big reveal.
Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here. This belongs to you. Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the tor. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the luminary.
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Crikey.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
And there we go. The reincarnation of the luminary. Phantom tries his hardest to sleep, but he's too confused by everything he's learned and excited about his coming trip. Eventually. Having trouble sleeping, are we? Well, it's no surprise after all your excitement today, and your big news. When I have trouble nodding off, I like to go for a little walk. The night air always does me a power of good. There isn't too much, but I can have a look around. Let's go up here, see if there's anything to grab. Hello again. Hopefully it don't play up now. I'd rather it wouldn't. Not in a playthrough like this, because it's just going to be so bloody big. But anyway. It is very quiet. It is very ominous. It is very quiet. Let us go down. I believe I have to go across to it and then downstairs. I can't remember, but yeah. It don't take long for this game to like hit the fan either. Like within a few hours it'll hit the fan. Anyway, here we go.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh? You remember this tree, don't you?
Of course, you always do it the wrong time.
I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago.
Yeah.
There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the luminary, that reincarnation thing. I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then the luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the luminary turned into a star, and he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since. That's his star, right there. How can you be the luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to. Goodbye, old friend.
Not the first time I've heard that quote in a game or a movie or whatever. Oh, specifically in that order as well. Anyway, exhausted after his long day, Phantom finally falls into a restless slumber. Then, morning comes. You got to have the ellipsis for the effect. Du-du-du.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once. Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure. But don't take too long. The whole village is turned...
You'll love it. I believe I just have to get onto the roof of one of the buildings. Let me speak to it. I heard all about your fallen mother. She said there's an important journey you have to make, and you're just a youngster. Well, before you head off, make sure you visit the shop. You know where it is, of course, down this slope across the river. Once you've stocked up, head to the village entrance to the north. We'll be waiting to see you off. There we go. So most of the first quests aren't even monster related, anyway. Dear me, what am I going to do? Marvellous again, Phantom. You came along at just the right time. I've got a favour to ask, you see. The other day I was playing with my lad, you know, messing around as you do. Well, anyway, he's got this flurry feather that he loves, and well, fool that I am, I managed to let it blow away. Luckily, the wind only blew it as far as the roof of your shed. I'd go and get it myself, but I'm not too good with heights, I'm afraid. Anyway, you know you're a brave young fellow, so I was wondering if you'd come clambering up there and get it back to me. You'd be doing me a huge favour, I'm telling you. I knew you'd help me out. You always paid attention to what the priest said in church, you know. Stuff always about being kind to others. You're a fine fellow and no mistake. Now, there's no time to lose. My son's desperate to get his beloved teacher back. Hurry on over to your shed. I'm sure you've climbed onto your fair share of roofs. Just find something to clamber onto and just circle and jump up there. Once you found that fly feather, bring it back here and see if I can give you a little something in return. Best of luck. So I'm going to be sad and probably do the sound effects for the quest, especially when it stamps the quest that we complete. Some things you can't collect things in. But yeah, let's go. There you are, Phantom. Looks like you got the feather. Would you mind letting me have it? Thanks. So I knew you wouldn't let me down. Can't wait to see you look on my boy's face. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something in return. Sleeping hibiscus. That's not all. I've got a tip for you I hope you'll find useful. If you ever wanted to do something, someone a good turn, look for a purple speech bubble above their head. Listen to what they have to say and see if you can do anything to help. It always pays to be kind to others. Don't feel that just because someone shared their woes with you, you have to help them right away. You can always come back when you want for a little change of pace. Oh, pardon me. Or if you're not sure what to do next. Anyway, thanks for getting something. I really owe you one. Now, just remember, whatever's waiting for you up ahead, be kind to others and you'll do just fine. So when I first played Dragon Quest 11, I was like, that's the jingle from Dragon Quest 9. Because they use the same type of thing. But of course, games like Dragon Quest have motifs, and if there's no need to get rid of them, you might as well keep them anyway. I don't think there's anything breakable in here, is there? There's that red bloody door. Can't do that yet. Oh, looks myself in. The item shop. Don't know if there's anything I'm going to bother buying. Let's have a look. I am leaving cobblestone next anyway. So yeah, Cypress stick is shite. It always has been. And now I'm playing this again. Some of the small bits and bobs that I forgot about starting to come back to me now. I won't be doing all of it. It won't take about 100 hours. It took me, I think, 102 hours. But I won't be doing all of it. I won't be getting all the equipment because it's too tedious. That was the type of stuff I did last. Because you have to just grind out stuff. I guess I'll go visit the church. Again, speaking of motifs, this has always been a way to save, or at like goddess statues. Let's go. So you're setting out into the world, my child. Perhaps a little prayer before you depart. Yes, you've got divination, which shows how much experience. Resurrection, obviously quite clear what that is. That is to revive someone. Purification, which is getting rid of poison, and benediction, which is getting rid of curse. They're all stuff that I don't really use, but when I did the Dragonian quest, as you can see right there, I got to the Snarefell, and if you've played it, you'll know that that is one of the last places of the first section of the game. And I was only level 23. You could easily be in your 30s by that point, but Draconian quest has a level cap at specific areas, and it's ridiculous. There's no point doing a playthrough of Draconian quest because it would be too disruptive. You just get stuck too much. But anyway, hello dear Sandy. What's the matter, girl? Is someone there? I'm sorry, I don't want to speak to her right now. Could you come back in a bit? She's upset. This phantom is going. She wants a bit of that action phantom with me. Anyway, I think that'll do, so let's go. Probably get to cobblestone. Well, I'll fight around cobblestone, accept the 2 quests, and then leave it there. And then what I'll do to end to start off tomorrow, I'll explore the town. I will not head into the castle because I'll have to do stuff if I do that. Go back, do the quests, go in, and then, go from there. So this is it, my little soldier's really leaving. I might not be back for a while. Hope you've said all your goodbyes. So ready? Well, off you go then.
One day you're just a little boy, the next you're getting ready to leave us. I only wish your grandfather could see what a fine young man you've become.
Quite an ironic line now, I know.
To think,
future.
it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating. I mean, since he brought you to Cobblestone. We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about you. And now suddenly there's all this talk of luminaries of all things. You know who the luminary was, of course. A legendary hero who saved the world from a terrible darkness. When you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old Cobblestone, won't you, eh? If he finds out this is the village where the luminary was raised, there might be something in it for us, if you catch my drift.
Oh, you are terrible. Trust you to be thinking about what you can get out of it.
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. The very thought. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Now, the fate that awaits you may well be one beyond anything we simple country folk can imagine. But you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. Take this map of Erdrea with you. May it prove useful in finding your way. And may this magnificent steed, the pride of Cobblestone, lighten your burden and speed you on your way. You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just head north out of the village and follow your nose.
You travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy, such a good boy. You make us proud out there, won't you? And come back safe.
Look at that, so popular.
Wait! Here, take this with you. I made it for you. It'll keep you safe. I heard there are lots of monsters where you're going. Be sure to keep it close, won't you? I don't know what's in store for you out there, but wherever you go and whoever you meet, don't forget us, will you? Take care, and remember, we'll be waiting for you.
Now we go into the world map for the first time, so I'm going to make it to Heliodor. And then I'll leave it there. I mean, I'm not going to rush there, I'm going to look around, of course, first. Anyway, so, need a horse? Nay, bother. Very funny. We'll go for 50 minutes, so... Horses are an incredible, convenient way to cover large amounts of ground in very little time, but you'll sometimes have to enter areas that can only be explored on foot. Don't despair, though. A ring on one of the many summoning bells dotted around Erdrea will soon bring your faithful friend galloping back to your side. Here is the Heliodor region, so you can go to the Emerald Coast, not a good idea yet though. And the Mangle Grove is a dungeon, can't get to that either. And then you've got the first campfire, which is useful for creators. And you've got Heliodor at the top. So if I go to miscellaneous, and then go to defeated monster list, and then go via region, there are 11 enemies in the Heliodor region. I think some of them will only come out at night though. Yeah. Phantom, there you are. The mayor asked me to teach you a thing or two about horses and maps too, the man. Now, you see this bell here? Well, if you give it a ring, a fine steed will gallop up out of nowhere. Just like that. Just remember if you get it all. And what if you're lost as well as tired? Easy. Just press square to take a look at your map. What's more, pressing X once you've got your map open will allow you to access all sorts of useful information. I'm sure all this is written in the list of traveller's tips in your pack there. You can't go about these things too often. I don't know if you actually can get sparkle spots. highlight on. Oh, you can. Yeah. There's quite a few scattered around. Anyway, so if you do this and you run into enemies like slimes, you can just instantly knock them down. There it is. So a chimera ring. That's going to be a forward ingredient. So if you go, I was going to run into him, but I'll face them. So I just want to go and attack at least until until I've faced all the enemies in the area. Sometimes it's not possible to face all the enemies in the area. It's not possible all the time. Yeah, you can't go into the magic build. Let me show you. Bonk. Definitely not go over to here either. Yep. So they make it automatic now. I mean, there's a lot of like linear paths anyway. I might as well face this line. I might as well face it one more time before I go on my way. I'm on the way. Of course, when I'm on my horse, I might not be able to get the preemptive strikes, but that's fine. I could go on my feet and do it that way. Oh. Bring it on. Go on. Oh, I ended up fighting slimes in it. So if they got you from behind, or they attack you without you being prepared. There you go. Is it called Raven Lunatic? I don't remember if that's the first. I don't think it's the first one. Bang. Bring it on. Let's start. Okay, let's go. Oh, don't do that. I ain't got much longer to go now. Oh, there's a drake. Well, I mean, this is definitely OG Dragon Quest. You get these in the first area of the OG Dragon Quest. Yeah, oh, come on. Okay, that was difficult. And you've got the Cruel Cumbers. These are classic Dragon Quest enemies. Well, they've definitely been it since close to the beginning. They've been in all of the ones that have this style of like world map. So you have that way build. 8, 9 and 11. I'm assuming 10 as well. They're in 2 of the old ones. Well, they're not original. They are original. Lovely. Slime drop and a moonwalk bulb. So slime drop will be for the forge. I think the next enemy I'll face will be the toad. There's no point facing too many. No, it'll be the bunny corn, I think. Yeah, here they are. Or the unicorn, I should say. Six of them. So I know you've got those lanterns that are one of them, toads that are one of them, mushrooms. Well, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, here we go. Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, what have we here? I know a budding adventurer when I see one. It can be risky heading into the great outdoors if you aren't familiar with the basics of survival, you know. See the remains of that fire over there? Well, when you spy one of those, it means you can set up camp and rest your weary bones. To settle down for the night, just go up to the fire and examine it. You'll soon be enjoying a well-earned break. What's that? You're worried about being attacked by monsters while you sleep? Oh, ye of little faith! That statue over there is chock full of holy powers that'll keep the beasties at bay for as long as you need. And that's not all. You can pray to it to be cured of poison and all kinds of other things.
Just like a mini church.
Think of it as a
very handy when
church.
I was doing the draconian quest. To just keep on coming back
Anyway, enough of my yammering. You'll need to get used to what campsites look like and how to find them. After all, you'll be relying on them whenever you're out in the wilderness. It's like my old dad always said. Keen campers can continue on where others can't. Be well, that's all from me. If you have any camping related...
Yes, that's all, mate, that's all. I don't know if I want to change it to yet. So you can do that. And then sometimes they have that. They can have good stuff. Sometimes. Anyway. So yeah, when I get the mini forge as well, I'll be able to use that. That'll be like next to the statue somewhere, so I can do that. And then yeah, you've got our statue for help. Go straight to it. Do stuff like saving it. There we go. Look, total playtime was 100 hours for the for my original playthrough. So yeah, that's how long this game is. It's not messing around. Anyway, now it's night time. I'll have a look around for any enemies that may be new. There probably won't be many. I'll go up this stretch there. Have a look. We've got some draconies. Some bunny corn obviously. The blue stuff. The horse is finally dropped down big areas. There's the toads. A few more scatter around. Bring it on, another, I think, is it 18? He was in Dragon Quest 3. There, he. Oh, Rex, bigger. What's that? probably a good idea to rest. We're going to at least get to level 5 as well. There is something up there I've missed. So I'll rest until sunrise, have a look around, clear out all the enemies that will be around during sunrise, head back, rest until night so I can look around for any enemies that come out tonight. I believe the lamps that you get over here do not anyway, so yeah, you get good stuff from them, moving metals which are good for forging certain stuff. This takes to be a more coach. Can't go any further. Kind of force some areas on foot. Yeah, I'll probably do every fight in a dungeon. The world map is a bit of a weird one to do fights in. You don't want to just keep on coming back, so you just do whatever you feel like necessary. Yeah, I see you. Hiding away. It's one of those lanterns. I can't really do much when you get there. Up here. Not at daytime. So, a few more spots and spots. Try to get them as well. You won't get key items just early on anyway. Ah, here are a few other ones. Clear out these finds because why not? We've got a fry pan. I got 2 attacks there because that floating around is just 1 attack. So you've got a double attack, which is annoying. Go. Here we have a hammerhead. Has a very high chance of critical. Otherwise it misses. And then it is defeated. Okay, so what is that? Is that 9 of them? The lanterns or not. I mean, sometimes you get rare versions of certain enemies. Oh, the platypunk, of course. I forgot the platypunk. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to finish looking around the area, then the kids will come back and see if I can get the they deal big boy damage. Messed with. So I would like to be on 5 before I enter Heliodor. World map exploration, this is one of the best world maps I've ever seen in a game. The exploration is great. before I get that one that's close to you, where is the start? Rest until night. And then I should be able to get the final enemy, which will be the lanterns swinging around on the right side of the map. Sparkly spots will eventually recover, just not yet. And I believe you can get these on the face now, or the camp. A good idea to frizz these. There we go, pet. So strength, resilience, and critical hit chance have increased. The power of pet. The character is attacked a lot, will undergo certain other trials and tribulations. They'll eventually enter an inverted state. Being pepped up will boost their martial might for a while. Nothing lasts forever. After several tenses pass, they'll lose their glow and go back to being their normal selves. However, any character who are pepped up when a battle ends will still be so when the next one begins. But a certain amount of Of course, you want to try and time it so that you get them to boss fight, but it doesn't always work that way. It just depends, really. As you can see, it takes a while to get to level 5. I'm going to go until I get to 5. Oh shit. And there we go. So, every time a party member levels up, they will earn some skill points. As the name suggests, these can be used to acquire new spells and abilities. To use them, open up the character builder from the list menu. Oh crap. So, character builder. So here we go. So, we have got the swords, the great swords, the sword mastery, and the luminary. If we look at swords, we've got flame slash. Slashing them with a scorching sword. And then we've got the luminary stuff, which I'll usually leave for now. Great swords I don't use, and then sword mastery is whenever you get over here. So I'm going to go for flame slash. That's my first ability. And we've got critical hit chance when wielding, or power when wielding. And we've got all that stuff. So metal slash, of course, is good for metal enemies, for getting good experience. Of course, I'll come to that later on. Nothing else. I'm gonna go back, rest up until the daytime, and then head for Heliodor's. Save it there. I think get quite far into the time now. Oh yeah, I've been going for about an hour and 15. So getting ready to end this. Make sure as well. List info. See, what's the list? 11 out of 11. There we go. Of course you did. Into the town at least, and then go from here to Manu. I don't believe I have to go back out because both quests are here. Because I mean, I remember you've got to go onto the rooftop, I think, for a cat, and the other one you've got to look around for 3 books or something. Here is Heliodor. We've got 2 quests, we've got everything we need. Downtown, which is the next town. You don't actually go there yet, you go there after the next sections. Stuff will happen. There's parking spots, by quest. Yeah, there's a tourist in Heliodor near the central stairs who seems to be searching for something. Why don't you try talking to him and see what's up? And then there's a girl near a shop in Heliodor who seems to be in a bit of a pickle. Why don't you try talking to her and seeing what's up? So I do like the town theme, but anyway. So there we go. So that'll be that. So, thank you for watching the first part of my playthrough of Dragon Quest 11. I do apologise that it broke off early on. It seemed to settle down, which was great. I'm glad it did. And I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. It's going to be long. I'm going to be here for a few months guaranteed. I mean, it took me nearly a month to just go through it, playing nothing else. It'll probably take close to it, if not more. So it just depends on how big each stream is. I'll probably do it either by story section or dungeon. Some of the dungeons are really long, especially some of the final dungeons, or at least some of the dungeons like that. It can be quite hefty. Or else if you do all the fights, but you know, I'll see how it comes along. I don't know, as I said, thanks for watching, and I will see you in a bit for